This problem number 4 is very similar to the problem right before it in that it asks us to have a basic understanding of the different types of functions. In this case, they say that it's a function whose graph has no x-intercepts. So that means we want something that's never going to cross this line. Now, just thinking about what that could be, I'm thinking parabola that does this, could be a parabola that does this, could be a line that just goes straight across. Could be any number of things. Those are the major three. But let's look at the answer choices. Linear function. Okay, I'm just going to stop there and say a linear function. Well, what is that? A linear function is just a line on a graph. A quadratic. Let's understand that terminology. A quadratic function is going to be something with an x squared in it, or a parabola, like I already drew right there. A cubic polynomial. That's something whose equation is going to have an x to the third, and those usually look something like that. So, this one right here is going to cross the x-axis. We want it not to cross the x-axis. The only line that doesn't cross the x-axis is something that's completely parallel to it, and that's actually what lets us rule out A, because they say a linear function whose rate of change is not 0. So if the rate of change is 0, then it wouldn't cross the x-axis because we'd have this exact line. But we rule out A, and we have to zero in on those two quadratic functions, B and C. Now, what's a 0, guys? It's where it crosses the x-axis. So, do we want the quadratic function with real zeros or no real zeros? We want the one with no real zeros because that's what a 0 is. It's where it crosses the x-axis. So we can hone in on answer choice C.